morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you happen to be watching. Welcome to the Sixth Bugle Podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Ruiz, and I'm here with my special co-host, Christie Hensler. Christie, how are you doing today?
I really need to get you a different question. I'm doing well. Feeling a bit reflective, but that's just the season of life I'm in. But
Yeah,
yes,
I understand that you're a very busy person and you're always helping other people, but sometimes you have to take some time away for yourself, right? To kind of
yes.
recharge. I mean, that's what you preach, right?
The power of the pause. Yes.
That's
So,
right. So it's all good. So we have some exciting news. We are going to have the fourth annual Sixth Bugle Conference here in Perrysburg, Ohio, on September 17th to the 19th. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, maybe talk about some of the guest speakers that we have lined up so far. I think we have a couple of slots left to fill in yet, so there's going to be a couple more surprises on the horizon. But yeah, so we're looking forward to having you back. So welcome back. You always have been our anchor, and everybody demands that you come back. So
well, I enjoy this conference. It fills my cup for sure. It
yeah,
has this will be my third year, so it has from the first year. So.
right, right,
Oh,
and
it's exciting to see the people to meet new people and then see the people that have come back year after year and hear their progress from year to year and hear their stories because a lot of times I don't talk to those people from year to year. Sometimes I hear from them, but I don't. And then they show up and we hear their growth or their testimonies or different things that they've did throughout the year. So I always love to hear that.
yeah, and it always seems like they're progressing, right? And they're
Yes.
growing. And as you grow, you know as well as I do, as you grow, new issues come up, new problems, new
Mhm.
concerns, new victories. And how do you handle that? How do you deal with those types?
Yes.
So that's always
Right.
always interesting to see. But yeah, and we already have some people registered, so I just want to let you know that you can register now at Sixth Bugle, www.thesixthbugle.org, O-R-G, and you can register now. And but we want to make this podcast the official kickoff for registration,
Yes. Go. And there's an early bird until what, August?
August 1st. Yes.
Okay. Rudy's being generous. He's giving you till August. Don't wait that long. Go register. And bring a friend. Tell other people about this. I feel like that's very important
Yeah,
to
that's
share, but don't just go like, hey, you should go to this conference. Share your personal experience.
absolutely
Like share what you've got. Be honest. Share what you've got out of it, what you loved, who you've connected with, what you've learned. Like just whatever comes to mind. I would encourage you to share your personal story at whatever level, you know me, I'm going to tell you whatever level you feel comfortable sharing. But I think that really is where people can connect to that and understand rather than just handing somebody a flyer and saying, hey, you should go do this.
right. Especially if you had positive experiences from that,
Hmm.
right? And pretty much everybody
Yes.
gets something out of it. And at the
Yes.
very least, just the ability to network with other like-minded professionals and just to be able to sit back and relax, get away from work, get away from home, and just say, you know what, I didn't realize how good I had it. And
Hmm.
understanding that it is a valuable position and you do bring value to the organization. And that's what we're all about. We want to
Hmm.
fire chiefs and your organizations to know that you do bring value. And we just want to make you stronger, give you the tools to do that. And so we're looking forward to it. So, a couple guests that we already have lined up. Ben Snyder, he's going to talk about, he has a piece that talks about the strength of weak ties. Those that friends that you had or the connections that you had in the past that you don't really connect with as much anymore, or you've lost contact with, he demonstrates that you still have some strength in those ties, and he's going to demonstrate how you can
Hmm.
kind of reconnect with those folks and those past friends and comrades and people that you met with that helped you grow. So he has a good discussion about that. Dr.
It's
Will
interesting.
Anderson is going to be there. He's going to talk about his research study that he did for his doctoral degree, titled Understanding Burnout and Resilience in the Fire Service Leadership. I tell you what, Christy, we had him on the podcast here a while ago, and it's been one of our most popular podcasts. It's been
Nice.
really been taken off, so there's a lot of interest there. Again, we want
Hmm.
to provide you with information that you can give to your chiefs and say, hey, chief, why don't you
Hmm.
listen to this podcast or check out this information that we received from the conference so that you can bring value to the organization and that he or she knows that by investing in your
Hmm.
education and in your trip to go to the conference, they're going to get something back. So, and I know you all are interested in doing that. Another guest we have is Patty Thompson. She was with us a couple years ago,
Hmm.
and she's been doing a lot of research on cancer-causing carcinogens and the issues that fire service deals with
Hmm.
on a daily basis, how we are constantly bombarded with cancer-causing carcinogens. Well, she's been doing some research and found a breakthrough on this certain type of supplement that kind of regenerates your cells. I mean, it's fascinating, and it's not something new. It's not a fly-by-night product. It's something that have been studied by various universities and hospitals, and they're saying that this stuff regenerates your cells, which actually is going to help prevent any type of
Hmm.
cancer-causing injuries or illnesses. So that's going to be very interesting. We're looking forward to that. We also have John Soisson, former fire chief from Norwalk, Ohio. He's got a great story about what happened to him. Not a great story, but a very
Right.
intriguing story
Yes.
that he mentions about having suffered a couple strokes and was forced out of the fire service, had to retire early because of it. And he still feels like he has some more to give. And so we're going to give him the
Hmm.
opportunity to speak to a group to talk about taking care of yourself. And
Yes.
wore his heart on the sleeve, and he let his
Hmm.
emotions take over and let the issues bother him when you really shouldn't. And sometimes that
Hmm.
happens, right, Christy? When you're really passionate.
Yes, for sure.
And
It's hard when you're passionate about something and you care so deeply, and I think that's where boundaries come in, and knowing yourself too, and because I even met with somebody last week that's in a different field, but a really like heart-wrenching field, and I said to Matt when I came home, I said I don't think I could do what she does like on the front lines, because I think it would destroy me because I would carry it, and I think it's knowing that. So I appreciate that I mean, I hate that he's lived through that, but I appreciate that he's using his story to kind of raise a flag, raise awareness for others.
right, right. And he's very passionate about the job, and he always loved being the fire chief and being the firefighter in his department. He
Hmm.
rose up through the ranks, and he lives in Norwalk, still does. And when that happened, it was devastating to him and his family.
Hmm.
Fortunately, he's still alive to talk about it, and he wants to deliver his message and say, "Take care of yourself, and don't
Yes.
let this job get to you because you're what's most important for you and your family." So,
Hmm.
very, very touching story. We had him on our podcast here a while back ago, so it'd be good to hear his story again. So yeah, we have a nice variety. I think on the website I have it listed as I'm going to be teaching an AI component, but I talked to one of the AI specialists here, and Jason, and he was kind of we kind of co-did the AI component
Hmm.
last year, and I asked him to take over for this year. And what he plans to do is plans to walk you through some of the AI components that are out there. It's going to help your job a little bit easier. So, for those of you that want to come out, bring your laptops with you, and he's just going to walk you through some of the tips and tricks on how to incorporate AI and still be safe, not worry about your data security,
Hmm.
but also to take advantage of some of the benefits that are out there that's going to make your job easier so that you can take care of the day-to-day stuff and have more time to focus on being more innovative and more creative to kind of help your department grow. And not to mention your department, not only your department, but also for yourself and maybe get some helpful
Hmm.
hints on how to, do some very cool things.
Yeah. So he's going to do a more hands-on approach then. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that because I think AI can be intimidating. I use it. I've used it for a lot of different things. It's been really helpful in a lot of different ways for me. But I think that first hump of like, and I've helped other people use it just through conversation, but they wouldn't think of it that way or know where it even starts. So I think getting people in front of their computer and actually walking them through would be empowering.
Right. And I think that a lot of people are still concerned about it, especially
Sure.
with all the bad stuff that people are
Hmm.
doing with AI and using people's likeness and all that kind of other bad stuff. We're not gonna teach
Yes.
you to do that.
No.
We are going to teach you how to do your job better, faster, easier, and that sort of thing. So bring your laptops and you can play around with some of the cool tools that he has in store for you. So we're looking forward to that. Yeah, so we have a pretty good lineup coming on
We
this year.
do.
And
Sounds like it. Go ahead. Sorry.
of course, we have you, Christy, that's going to
Okay.
talk
Yes.
about some things, right?
I still have, I don't know. If you have any thoughts on what you want to hear, I would love to hear from you. I have a couple thoughts in my head that I'm swirling around, but I haven't landed on anything. And I might come with something and then totally change it too. So that has happened.
You've always
But
been like that. That's why you like to work the room beforehand
mhm,
and get a feel for what people are thinking, seeing, or doing. And
yes.
also you stick around for the other speakers to kind of work off them as well.
Yes. Yeah. Because we want this to be relevant to you too. And I think, and we can kind of plan the topics as we should going into this, but then sometimes a different dynamic comes up when somebody's speaking, or I could see the need of like, okay, they're touching on this, but they're not going deeper, and so I can play off of that. And so, yeah, but if there's something specific that you're like, I really want to learn or hear about this, I'm happy to hear that
And that's what
input.
makes us different from other conferences that are out there. Not to say anything bad about other conferences, but that's why I've always appreciated you coming and joining us because you have a pretty good feel on the room and get a good understanding on how the room is thinking, acting, and feeling, so
Mhm.
that you can kind of work off that. And like you said, go a little bit deeper. When we were in Wisconsin, I remember there was some after that conference was over, there was some people that said, I didn't realize I needed this. And it was
Mhm.
completely different from what they thought
Yes.
they were attending because of previous conferences that they were at before
Mhm.
in other states. And when they came to ours, they were very impressed with how you conducted your session and how you addressed their very specific needs.
Yeah. I have those letters actually sitting beside me. I'm going to go to the post office this week and mail. Remember, we made them write a letter to their future selves.
Yeah, that's
So,
right.
yes. So, some people may be getting some mail this week or next, depending on how long the post. So,
I'm sure that'll be a
yes.
nice surprise.
Yes, it would be good. And no, I have not opened or read any of the letters. They've been sitting safely in my desk drawer. So,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
They'll be
So,
looking forward to that. So, and that's the kind of product we bring here at the Sixth Bugle Conference. We care about you. We care about what you're going through, what you're dealing with. And we want to
mhm,
make sure that we can provide very specific things that you need, that you can use, not just for yourself or not even for your department or your chief, but for yourself and your family.
mhm.
We want you to be healthy, happy, and whole. And in order to do that, you have to be well-rounded. So we try to reach as many different avenues as we can. It's going to help you. And it's gonna help you to appreciate life more and to understand
Yes.
that what is really important is you and how we can make you that much more better. So that's what we're here for. That's what drives us, and that's what excites us on a day-to-day basis. So another I thing that I'd like to share is we are currently working on an association for
Woohoo.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like we need like confetti on the screen. No, go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
we do that when we edit. So let me bring that up here. We've been working on this for quite a while, and previous attendees have been trying to put this together, and we're getting into our final stages. So the new association is going to be called the Fire Service Administrative Professionals Association, and this is going to be nationwide, not just here in Ohio, Chris,
Nice.
not just in the Great Lakes area. Of course, obviously that's where we're going to start, but we already have
Right.
key people from around the country that are working on this. We have a representative from Michigan, Ohio, and even New Hampshire
Nice.
working on this. So we are going to really promote this during the conference, obviously, and we've got some great ideas to help serve you more. We're looking at certifications for training. We're looking at additional podcasts, even a newsletter, and some guidance for you to help you do your job better, those types of things. So it's kind of like an extension of what we do here on the Six Bugle podcast. And we have people that are just like you that are running the whole thing. So we're looking forward to that. Again, we're doing some final stages on that. We already selected our officers and our board members. So it's going to be a 501(c)(3), so nonprofit,
Nice.
and we're looking forward to finding out what exactly we're going to provide to serve. And so that's a very exciting time for us right now. So
So
look,
if somebody's going to want to be in on that or know about that when it opens and not, miss out, is there a website or can they email to be put on a list or how are you collecting people that are interested?
yeah, that's a good question. So what we did was we reached out to every individual that had been part of the Six Bugle podcast in the last
Okay.
3 years, and we reached out to them and sent them a survey, and 40% responded back, and that's a
Nice.
good percentage.
Hmm.
And we based all the decisions on the information that we got received back. So we formulated everything off of there. So initially, we're going to probably tie this with the Six Bugle organization here,
Okay.
and then it's going to kind of branch off on its own. But yeah, we can provide all the information for you. Obviously, the big kickoff is going to be during our conference in September, and we'll have some very special guests with the elected officials and the board members speaking on this, and talk about how you can become involved. But if you want any more information as we go, we can certainly provide that for you. Just reach out to info@the6bugle.org, and we'll be happy to share that information with you.
Exciting times. I love that other people they're getting involved and doing this and owning it. So that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yes.
yeah, and they want to be a part of it, and they
Hmm.
like anything else, people like to be on a winning team, and
Yes, absolutely.
want to participate, and they want to be active, and I'm all
Mhm.
for it. I'm just excited that there's some excitement around here. We're getting emails from all over the country, and
That's great.
far away as Washington State. So I'm
Wow.
looking to have a lot more. Last year we had 8 different states represented.
Yes, we did. So let's go for more this year.
All right.
At least 10. Come on, y'all.
The
And I
record,
don't count.
the record.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But our
So,
this podcast certainly does have some reach, and we're hoping that they can make the plans to come out to Perrysburg in the fall, and
yes.
looking forward to that. It's a fun time. They have the farmers market on Thursday. Everybody loves to do that, so that's always a fun time.
Mhm.
And we have some other special surprises that we're just going to keep secret for now, so that it.
I don't know all the surprises either, so you can't get it out of me. So,
But yeah, we have the
well,
hotel.
yes, go register. The6bugle.org,
Yeah,
correct?
right,
Yes.
sixbiggle.org, and we already
Okay.
have the hotel locked up. Um,
Is the link for the hotel room block on the website as well? Okay,
yes, yes,
perfect.
the link
Okay,
is right there. You can go directly with our special fees there, and that's all taken care of. So we've already got some people registered. So some people kind of snuck in
great.
uh,
You
under the
need like a pre-early bird discount.
under the announcement. So yeah, so we already have 4 different states represented. So
Nice.
all
See, we
right,
only need six more, y'all.
yeah, yeah,
Six
six.
more.
Six. Oh, we welcome those that are already in too. Ohio, Michigan,
Okay. So,
Wisconsin, Illinois. So yeah, that's what we
nice.
in New Hampshire. We have New Hampshire represented. So looking forward
Okay.
to more folks from those states.
Yes, for sure. Awesome. I'm excited.
Yep, I'm excited too. We're looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to what you're gonna talk about. It's always gonna be something.
Don't know. I have some thoughts, but
I
I'm
tell you
doing a
what,
lot of work right now in myself too. So I'm trying to pull some stuff from that. So I think I'm just probably going to wait this out a little bit till I make a final decision.
if you haven't seen Christie speak, you owe it to yourself to come out and listen to her because there are some very interesting think topics that she talks about, and in some cases they may be some things that you've never even given any thought, but you've been experiencing your whole life or at least your whole career. And she has a very unique way to kind of get in there and say, why are you doing this? Or what do you need to do in order to get out of this if there's an issue
Mhm.
that you're concerned about? And she has a very unique way of doing that without being too intrusive, but letting you open up to say, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was dealing with this. And once you realize that, now you have the ability to address it, to deal
Hmm.
with it, to take care of it, to eliminate it, or to help it grow, whatever it is. So that's why they always want you back year after year. And because it's always something new. You never say the same thing twice.
Hmm.
And I mean, your stories obviously are what got you here, what propelled you.
Yes,
You have
for
to share those
sure.
stories because there's always going to be a new person in the audience.
Yes.
You need to know how you got where you were in order for them
Hmm.
to understand, okay, she's vulnerable, she's a human being, she made
Hmm.
mistakes, but she got out of it. What can I learn from this?
Yes.
And then you're going to take over the world.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna try one person at a time. So,
Yeah, your own world at
yeah.
least, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we're looking forward to it. Again, it's September 17th to the 19th this year in Perrysburg, Ohio at the Holiday Inn and Suites on Carronade. We do have a shuttle this time for those that are
Oh,
out.
nice.
Yeah, we made arrangements to have a shuttle for the airport, so you don't have to worry about that.
Perfect.
And I mean, we usually found a way to get
Yes.
you. Right? That's never been a problem, but now with as many new states that are coming on board, I think we need
Hmm.
to have a shuttle to take care of that. So
Yes.
let us know when your arrival is going to be, your flight number, and we'll make sure you get to the event and make sure that you get back to the airport at an appropriate amount of time. So we're looking forward to that. And of course, see your friends that you haven't seen in a while, or make new friends that you haven't met. And
Mhm.
you're going to find that we are a community that really cares about each other and a community that wants to grow together. So looking forward to it.
Yes. It'll be here before you know it. Mark your calendars.
Or you know it, yeah, put it on your calendar.
So,
All right. Anything to close, Christy?
I don't think so. I think we're going to do another follow-up podcast to this with just some points on why do you even come to something like this? Why does that matter? So this was more of the details of it, and then we're going to do another one so you can catch that. But
All right.
if you're looking for a reason, I give you a few on the next podcast.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us here on the Sixth Bugle podcast. And like Christy said, we're going to have some very more information and some details on why it's important for you to show up. All right. All right. We're looking forward to it.
So
Talk to you later, Christy. We'll see you.